Welcome to GameBros. This is Kuko.
What up, it's your boy Skills?
This is Prodigy.
It's time!
That came in super loud, but that's just the way we like it. So, welcome to GameBros. This is always coming to you live from our GameBros studios in beautiful Miami, Florida, and we're super excited because we got a lot of stuff that we're gonna cover, and we got a huge announcement later on in the show. Gamer Actionware is gonna come on, and he's gonna announce a big contest that we're super excited. We collaborated with a bunch of different people, and we're excited for this contest, and hopefully everyone will join and just spam it out to everyone. Not spam. Spam's like a bad word, right? Nobody wants to hear the word spam.
Yeah, nobody wants to get spammed, I guess.
He will lightly inform us.
No, not that. We want everyone to kind of like spread the word, like Ludacris says, word of mouth. You know, get that out there to everyone, so everyone has a chance to win. It's a really damn good contest, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
So,
you guys are gonna love it. That's
Don't
for
miss
sure.
out. Don't miss out. That's it.
So before we get into that, of course, we're gonna start off with some gaming news. Like everyone always comes up to me and says, Kuko, is VR dead? Is VR dying? And from what we see here, VR is alive and well because Steam, Owner, Valve, Half-Life, Portal, you know the company Valve.
Yep.
They just came out with guns blazing. They came out with this new VR headset that's going to come out soon. It's called the Valve Index. And they straight off said right off the bat that this is not like your little Fisher-Price VR headset. They're not going for
It's
like
the head honcho, basically.
yeah,
it is a real deal.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they're going all out. And do you have a VR headset?
I don't have the VR headset.
You don't have any.
Actually, no. When everything started, I had the Oculus, the very first one, when I bought the phone and stuff. I actually have it.
Okay, so you do have an Oculus.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did. I guess because it was such an early stage, maybe for the whole VR thing. It was fun for what it was. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like sometimes I like to like just put it in and watch Netflix through there. You know, it's kind of cool because it gives you like a little theater setting and stuff. So I mean, I just still find it pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I always get the question, like, what's up? Like, someone asked me in Instagram, hey, I'm thinking about getting into VR. What should I do? I told him, to hold his horses because VR is still growing. They're still doing all this stuff to it. So
Definitely.
Valve wants to throw their hat in the race, and they came out with this, over-the-top VR headset. So most VR headsets have like 90 hertz refresh rate. That's the how fast the screens refresh. And Oculus, not Oculus. Why am I saying Oculus? Now you messed me up.
My fault.
Valve made theirs, and theirs is actually 120 hertz.
Damn.
So it's a lot smoother. And if you have the good GPU, you could actually push it to 144 hertz, which is even smoother. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. So they're trying to go in for the high end. They want to get into developers so they can start making games, and so there's a couple of things. So the whole shebang, the VR headset, the controllers, the base stations, and the controllers, all that will run you $1,000, and that will come out in August 31st.
That's not bad, to tell the truth. For what it is.
Yeah.
For what it is, it's.
Dude, and I'm sorry, but those controllers are nasty.
What's so nasty about them? Like, to me, they look like normal controllers.
No, these controllers are
I know.
amazing.
I know.
For those who are looking at the image right now, there's these little bands. Okay, I guess we're resumed.
Okay, that was
Back.
weird.
We're back.
Okay, that was weird. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know where I left off, but basically this controller detects where your hands are, your fingers are, how hard you're, putting pressure on what you're holding in the game, and it's pretty crazy. These controllers are really good.
So it also sees what fingers you're holding up or down. So depending on what pressure points you push, it knows that if you want to have a thumbs up, you got all your fingers down, so the fingers sensors touch everything. But if you only hold 2 fingers, it knows that you let go of the other ones. So in one of the Portal, because it's made by Valve, so Valve has Portal, of course. So they let you play paper, rock, scissor against the robots. So it lets you know if you have paper, flat, of course, you have your hand open. Yeah. If you hold, a fist, it's rock, and scissors is you have 2 pinky and your ring finger touching. So it knows that, okay, I guess the other 2 are making the scissor hand gesture. So that's how it works.
I already see this being a regular thing in whatever game, especially when the loot comes out.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
that would be awesome.
That would be funny, man.
Instead of using emotes, you could physically do it.
Yeah.
So like I said, like they're going all out. Like the base stations, you know what the base station is? It's the things that measure,
detect, and
detect which way you're looking, which way you're facing. So this is more like a room environment, kind of like the Vive. PlayStation and Oculus is more like a sitting down, standing experience. Yeah. This one, it'll, like you can see on the bottom of the screen, it's like a square. So you actually square off the area you're going to be moving in. And that's how this one works as well.
And you see how there's a grid that lets you know. The Vive did this one. The first Vive did this also.
You're getting too close, you're going to bump into something, that type of thing. And then, so what the good thing is that if you have a Vive, you could actually buy these things separately. And you can kind of upgrade your way up to having the complete thing. So you can actually buy the base station, which has better sensors than the first base stations. That'll come out for $150, and that comes out in June. You could also get the controllers, which is like the major part. So you could buy these 2 controllers, and it's $250. I know you thought that was kind of expensive, right?
Yeah, I mean, at first when you look at it, you think it's kind of expensive, but then when you start really looking into it and what everything really does, you start seeing the value in it. And to tell the truth,
like right here.
Yeah, like once you start putting like everything together, yeah. Was that me? No, but I don't know. It just seems like it's a good investment, I guess. Even if you're a big time gamer and you really like playing the Star Wars games and stuff like that. So I think this would be, something pretty cool for it.
Project, what was the name of the game that we were watching that the guy actually could climb and grab things, and then he could actually shift his hand on the sledgehammer so he can
That's a game that's being developed by them. Their YouTube channel is called Node, Node. And they're developing one where it's super realistic, physics-based, like almost like shooter action adventure game. And dog, you see him sliding his hands up and down the bar of like an axe, and you like adjust his hands.
And you get haptic feedback, and it makes it feel different than if you have your hands up or down. And then you can reload your guns, and everything is like real time and fingers.
He was opening like a crate, and he was like pushing hard, and then like it would break open, or he grabbed the ball and he would squish it with his hand, and the pressure of it would depend on how hard he's squeezing in real life and everything. It's crazy.
Hitman says he wants to play Metal Gear Solid 2 with these controllers.
You can't with these controllers. You can't get nervous.
Oh yeah, you start dropping the gun and
started trying to switch magazines. You
start shaking.
I don't know.
Yeah. So you could buy the VR headset by itself for $500, or then you could also pick up the headset with the controllers, which is like the main thing, is for $750. So you could save some money there. And of course, if you buy everything, you save money. Even though Riddle tried to do the math, and for some reason she couldn't figure it out. She thought it was more expensive to buy the kit than buying the whole thing. This picture right here that you're looking at as far as the headphones, what they did differently is that instead of having earbuds or over-the-ear cans like they did with the Oculus or the Vive, this has a speaker that sits outside of your ear. That way, if there's stuff happening around in the real world, like let's say Ill Skills is cooking and his wife is yelling at him. He's not even married, but I don't know why I married him for this scenario. He could hear her screaming, like, hey, the steak's burning. But at the same time, with the speaker being outside of your ear, they could have 3D directional audio bouncing into your ear. So it makes for a better sound quality, more bass. So that's cool about that. And it also swivels out the way and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This thing is sounding like I'm gonna sell my whole room, clean it out,
Right.
and then just buy this and just strictly, just have a room specifically for this.
That's what I feel like these VRs are for,
I
and
know.
I think that's the best way to
I'm selling
to
my
play,
bed.
man.
I'm selling my bed for $300. It's all wood.
Anybody offer?
Offer up. Look up.
Well, you sell your bed, you make enough money just to buy the controllers. So Riddle Rex is in the chat room. She says she wants it. Wrecker wants it, but he can't afford it, he says.
I would love to have one. Even when the first Vive came out, we tried it here in the studio. When we tried it here in the studio for the first time, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's a total game changer, man, when you have such high-end stuff when it comes to VR.
So that's when they ask me, they always ask, which was the best VR. I always tell them that there's different tiers.
Mhm.
You have the bottom tier, which is, well, there's a new bottom tier, which is the
Nintendo
Switch.
Labo.
That shouldn't
VR.
be considered a tier. Don't get the Happy Meal box. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
It's according to other people, it's amazing, but for me, that's the bottom. And then you have like the
Google
mobile,
Cardboard,
Google Cardboard, the mobile
Samsung
stuff,
Oculus,
and then you have like the PlayStation VR,
and then maybe Quest. You think you could put the
I think
Quest
that
there?
that
Or that's his
plateau
own?
is PlayStation, the Quest,
Yeah, the Quest.
and that's basically it.
Yeah.
And then the higher
then-
tier is the Oculus, the regular Oculus with the Vibe, and then the top of the top is the Vive Pro,
the Valve.
and this.
The Valve is
bad
gonna be
boy.
nasty, man.
Yeah.
And the Oculus, what was it, Pro? I guess they have the Pro version coming out too.
Okay.
Okay.
Last time we talked about it.
So,
But yeah,
but VR is alive and well, and they keep making games, and there's
and they're
a lot
gonna
of
keep
companies.
advancing. I'm so waiting to see what's gonna happen in the next couple of years with VR, man. Because
You know what?
it's gonna be amazing.
I'll go as far as say, like, if they're getting to this point where they're already calibrating finger movements and everything, I'm telling you, Player Ready,
Ready Player One.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty close. Next thing you know, you're gonna have like a chest piece. Like
Yeah,
you're
you're gonna
playing
have a full
you
body
get shot,
suit.
you at least
Yeah.
feel it. It vibrates and stuff. So I see them doing a lot and progressing.
I know it's interesting. I can't wait, honestly.
No, yeah, and the way the games keep adapting and evolving, like I like the way Borderlands did it, the way they made Borderlands 2. It came out, they're like, you know what? Let's see if we can make this into VR. Skyrim did the same thing.
Fallout did theirs
Prodigy,
too.
we're gonna go to the Bethesda. I'm sure they're gonna have other Bethesda games
Yeah,
in
probably go
VR this time.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to see what they're doing, and all these companies are investing these little smaller groups and saying, hey, we'll make the game that makes money, but this smaller group will make a VR game, and the guy from Rick and Morty, he keeps making VR games,
Mhm.
and so I love it. Anyone that knocks it is because they haven't tried it.
Because they haven't tried
Yeah.
it.
Because once they try it and actually see it, I remember Riddle when she first got here.
She
She's
was
like,
like,
oh, I don't know
"Oh."
about it. It's never tried it. And then we're like, we're gonna go over here. And she was diving in my living room and on the floor. She was doing backflips. It was. I don't know. For me and Hitman and Prodigy, it was hilarious. I'm glad she didn't know what she looked like while she was
That
doing all
sucks.
that
The
crazy
videos
stuff.
have to be under classified files because
Yeah.
it would have been so funny.
Yeah. So we're excited to see what Valve has in store. As far as the Quest, we're actually gonna get a Quest in. I think we get it on a couple of weeks on the 25th of May.
What?
So
Nice.
we're gonna try it out. We're gonna let you know how good it is. I think Riddle wants to take it home so she can try it out. So we'll see.
Hopefully
what
not
happens.
bashing any walls, at the house, breaking
Break-
that TV.
Yeah, last time she punched Hitman's kid. That was freaking hilarious.
That was
Oh,
funny,
man.
man.
So now we're gonna get to some meat and potatoes over here, and that's
Heavy.
why we brought Mr. Ill Skills, the Borderlands master, to let us know what's going on with the Borderlands world. This time around, they actually did some gameplay and showed us what Pandaro's looking like, the way the mini bosses look like. I was hyped when I saw this small little announcement.
First things first, I actually love the art design, the way it looks.
No, man. These
I-
people
I-
went all out, man. These
I
people
love it.
went all out.
The
Unfortunately,
lighting is what I saw the
Oh,
most
the upgrade,
improvement.
yes.
Everything.
Oh my gosh.
They had to go all out. I mean, I mean, but it's a little. It sucks to say it, but Gearbox this was like all the eggs in their basket type thing, you know. But man, they're knocking it out of the park so far with everything.
It's because what are the games that they messed up on? The pre-sequel, and they messed up on
the pre-sequel and then Battleborn.
Battleborn, but they also messed up on bringing Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
So they've had a couple of missteps in between Borderlands 2. But the pre-sequel wasn't their main staff, right? That was like the Montreal one.
Yeah, it was like 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now they're coming out of the gates. They want to come out swinging. And I think what I see the most is the lighting. The lighting, it just makes such a big difference.
It does.
Because the cell shading, it always looks good. But the lighting,
and when you do
gives
lighting,
that extra oomph.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, man. You guys don't understand how happy I am. Every time I see something about Borderlands, it's like, I get the jitters. I'm like one of those
Get
big
a chubby.
nerds. Yeah, get a little chubby over it. But, no, man, this thing's awesome, dude. You know?
Sexy girlfriend!
You know, one of the craziest things, actually, like, that they're going to come off, you know, it's actually the playtime. As far as just the story is 30 hours.
30 hours?
30 hours.
That's crazy, man.
I know everybody's over here thinking, well, you know, when you start thinking about it, 30 hours is not that much, right? You guys don't understand a Borderlands game. No. Just the story, like the main story, yes, you can run through it, no problem, you know, in 30 hours. That's still kind of a lot for a single-player game, you know, and then you got co-ops and stuff, but this is kind of an open-world, guns-blazing type of game, and trust me, you're not going to just stick to the thing. If this is just 30 hours... I'm imagining just all the side quests, all the little Easter eggs. I'm an Easter egg hunter, so I love doing all the little Easter eggs and stuff with them. And it's going to be insane. I mean, just to have 30 hours just to complete the story is one thing. And then I'm pretty sure once you add everything together, this is something that people are going to sit through weeks without, you know, like playing anything else and just having a blast with it.
Yeah, you were telling us about these Easter eggs. And one of the ones you were telling me was something about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, they have. That's one of the beautiful things about Borderlands. Actually, a lot of people just play through it, do a little side quest, and think that's all over. No, these people go balls to the wall when it comes to Easter eggs. Like they have all these secret Easter eggs that people really don't know of, and people end up finding out later on. Like the Lord of the Ring ones. I was telling them, you know, once you complete the game and everything, you have to go to where you first spawn. There's like a little chimney. There's a little ring. You have to pick it up. And then you have to go through all the maps by foot until you get to like the very last map where it has a volcano. You do a couple of jumps, you get to the secret place, and then you have to do the whole Frodo thing that you have to throw
the ring into the volcano.
When you throw it in, then like a little, it's not really just like a regular NPC. Like it's pretty easy to kill him, but it's just funny, you know, because the guy comes out looking like Smeagol. Then you kill him, and you got the big eagles come out with the chest and stuff. So it's a lot more satisfying, you know, all those little things.
Okay, so how are they going to make Pandora big enough to have 30 hours in Pandora?
It's not just Pandora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so something else is going on here.
No, we got different planets. We got different vaults. This is going to be...
Huge.
I feel like once I buy this, forget about Rainbow, forget about Battlefield, forget about everything. We're playing
You're not going to see me for a while.
Yeah, that's it.
What do you mean you're going to see? We're going to be seeing you in the game together.
So basically how it works is that the ship is the hub, right? The ship that you travel from planet to planet. That's where you chill at. That's where
Would that be like your sanctuary type of thing?
Because that's where Maxie is. That's where Moxie. I mean, that's where the guy that sells you the guns. That's where they're all located on the ship.
Yeah, so I guess it's just gonna be pretty much like a spaceship type thing, and then go into different planets. You know, I guess get to the vault of each planet, and doing different things. So this is gonna be huge.
So
it really is.
So they added a bunch of mini bosses. I think that's great. I think that'll give you some cool set piece moments, and they also, of course, they always have those big boss battles that makes Borderlands famous. And they have 1 billion weapons.
Oh, billion! I think 1 billion is an understatement of what it really is.
Yeah, because you start getting all these different attachments and stuff.
Yeah, I saw people that had access to the demo for gameplay or whatever. and they were spilling out the guns because you can spill it out in the demo, and they never ended up with the same weapon
No,
at all.
I'm telling you from somebody that's probably like I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the one game that I have put more hours into has to be Borderlands. And on Pokemon, I had over 350 hours in one game.
Would you say Pokemon?
Pokemon.
That works, I guess. Pokemon.
Yeah, but I mean, I put a lot of time into it. But Borderlands 2 actually was one of the biggest ones. I did all the little mini bosses. I did farming for like all types of guns, And the one thing that me and my friend always looked at was all the different types of guns.
Yeah.
Not once can I tell you that there was a duplicate of a gun. At some point, some way, whether the attachments, because yes, there's different names for the attachments, different manufacturers and stuff, depending on what it is. It's going to have more recoil, more fire rate, So it's just crazy how that's going to come into effect because, like, let's say we have an infinity pistol, which is a unlimited, ammo pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can all have infinity pistol ammo. Infinity pistols. But at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have something, different. Like, mine's might be more accurate, but Kuko's might be a whole lot faster.
Fire rate, and then you get into like the elementals, like you have electric.
Yeah. Now I believe they added a new one too, and now I think nuclear.
Nuclear, yeah.
Yeah, they have nuclear. So
And the cool thing they also added was alternate firing. Now it has like an alternate shot, so you can have a regular gun, and then the alternate's like a grenade launcher. You could have then a pistol that shoots electric bullets.
It's gonna add
plus
even more
ice bullets, so then you can combo the two.
Yeah, now you're gonna see the whole slag thing coming into effect. If you guys don't know about the slag, slag was the element that you shoot it, and any other element that comes after it does double damage or more damage.
Okay.
So I already see people walking around with like two. Well, I don't know if they're gonna have a gun circle with two guns because that was a broken thing. But
yeah, I know, I use them.
yeah, but I already see people having the slag things and and having secondary, different elements. Like I think this is gonna be huge. I'm all over the place with it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. This is like, when's the last one came out? It was like 5 years ago.
5, almost 6, I think.
Oh wow! Yeah. So everybody's super excited. I'm excited to see what the other planets look like, the other enemies in the other planets, the kind of guns,
environments.
You have guns that you throw out and they walk. You have some that you throw out and they fly. I like the different skill trees. There's actually 3 skill trees now for each character.
Yeah, I mean they used to have that the different skill trees.
Yeah,
they always had that, but I think this one's a little bit more extensive.
Yeah. So I'm excited for Borderlands 3. Mm-hmm. The gameplay looked amazing. Like I said, I just want to see what the future and the other worlds and the other planets have in store. And like you said, you're gonna be able to raid those vaults in the other planets and all that stuff. So it's gonna be really, really cool. Something else that I'm super excited is to speak to Gamer Actionware about this contest we're doing.
My dog.
So, you want to click on the Gamer Actionware video, and that'll bring him up. No, not well. That one works too, but yeah, that
this one, my bad.
So, Gamer Actionware, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so you want to let them know what you want to. Well, before we get to the announcement, so where did Gamer Actionware start?
Well, they had worked at one years ago. This is like in California, and then the skills as far as learning. As far as I already have that. But the whole united it, it just came to my mouth. Whatever like thing, brand, and then that's just because
For some reason, we can't hear you that well.
Yeah.
So I know you started it in California, right?
Yeah.
And then, so it's a company you started on your own.
Yes.
Okay, so what was the first shirt what was the first thing you came up with that you wanted to start selling?
Well, the first thing with It's a creative self uh,
Oh my goodness. It's the internet signal from, I guess, from his end or our end.
Either way.
I think it's either or.
Oh man, we got that booty connection.
Oh,
Can you guys hear me?
we hear you like intermediate, like it'll go in and out. So
It's breaking up.
maybe we should. You want to try to do the announcement?
Yeah, we got.
That's so weird.
No. I haven't even heard the announcement.
I know. I wanted to keep it a secret to make it more exciting, but like I don't know. Should I do the announcement then?
I it's all you.
Oh, let's try this.
Skype?
Yeah. Can you call 305?
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
We got you, bro. We're not gonna take this away. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys follow Gaming Action Work on Instagram.
All right.
So Prodigy, bring up the other thing on the bottom. Yeah, disconnect. Okay. Close that.
So meanwhile, he has some pretty fire memes. He has
Yeah.
really good merchandise. Actually,
Yeah,
really
he
good
has
merchandise.
really good stuff.
Yeah, like
Definitely check him out.
Especially his new stuff. The new, it's kind of like hotline stuff.
yeah.
It's freaking fire. Like he's got like a Dragon Ball Z one. He's got some.
That
you
Gengar
got-
shirt. I
you-
saw that
you-
Gengar shirt.
You,
Oh,
did
yeah,
you
I
open
got
this?
you. Yeah, Skype's right here.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna wait for his call. Any questions you guys got? Leave them down in the console.
So Kool-Aid Man
Aladdin.
gets an Infinity Stone in the event game.
Oh yeah.
I got you, Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah.
Man, some of these are coming in hot, man. Those things are loud.
I know, very loud.
Huh?
And I just the sounds to these things all the time.
You're not funny.
I got
Where's
them
that
all.
from?
You gotta guess.
What?
You're not funny.
No, but it sounds like a Chinese man says it.
It's actually the guy from The Simpsons, the bad guy from The Simpsons.
Predicament. Maybe I can be of assistance with the dancing and twisting and the kung fu
Kung fu
fighting. Diddle-diddle-dee-doo.
Man, yeah, they're coming out on that. Let me wipe the blood off my
Hot,
ears real
man.
quick.
Yeah.
So Borderlands. We'll continue talking Borderlands until we can get
Yeah,
him
until
to.
we-
Oh man, we can go deep into this.
Go.
So
even the lore, I'll get into the lore. If you guys want me
wait,
to.
so the Calypso twins, right? Those
Yeah.
are the two
The
bad
bad
guys.
ones.
In,
Correct.
welcome to GameBros. This is Kuko.
All right, are you ready?
There we
There
are.
we go.
Yes, now we can do this all over again. So what was
Okay.
what was it? Prodigy, you want to
Mm-hmm.
turn down 7 a little bit? Okay.
All right. Go.
So how did your company start? Real quick.
Okay, so like I was trying to tell you, I had initially, like in 2011, I started to do some work for a like local printing company,
Okay.
and then from there, I picked up a bunch of skills as far as like printing and stuff like that. Like the design part, I kind of already had with me.
Yeah, you were born
when I
with
picked up
that.
all of these like printing and stuff like that, I decided to just kind of start branding my own stuff, and that's just kind of how it happened. I was like, what if I create my own stuff? And that's just kind of how it went.
Yeah. The artistic thing, that's all you, man. Like the ideas that you come up with are amazing. I like what is the line that you have? What's the proper name for it? I forgot the name. The one that's like all like neon.
Oh, okay. So the actual word is encandilado, but so encandilado is a translation for dazzled. It's basically like when you stare at a really bright light and then like your eyes kind of look a little like squinty and greeny, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of picked up that word because my concept was to bring like really bright glow in the dark. So I kind of wanted to be like a dazzle kind of thing, but I wanted to give it a different kind of twist to it.
Yes, yes. I think that whole line that you have going right now is amazing. So right now they can actually see the website on the green screen. So if you guys could go check it out, you guys can check out all his stuff. Follow him on Instagram. I know Ill Skills loves your Instagram, especially all the Pokemon stuff because he's a Pokemon lover.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I grew up with Pokemon, so Pokemon has been a life kind of thing. So it's just something that's always kind of stuck with me. So I use it for inspiration too.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Let me tell you, bro, that Gengar shirt that I saw one of these days, I was like, if it wasn't that, I gotta pay the bills, I was gonna get it. I was gonna get it.
So
yeah, it's been really interesting. It's been really fun, and most of it has just been kind of like doing what I did anyways, which was like gaming and like all kinds of nerdy stuff. But I gave it a little twist to kind of where I can create my own things and kind of make a living off of it as well.
Like, kudos to you, though, man. Kudos to you, man. You took something that you love and you're good at, and you made it yours.
Mm-hmm. No, you're living proof of what they say. If you do what you like, you don't work, and you actually enjoy what you're doing. Yep. So that's always the best way to do. If you could make a company of your own, you work for yourself, and you get to do what you like, and you get to design the stuff that you like to design. That's like a win-win-win, triple win.
That boy got the trifecta going.
The Triforce.
Yeah, it's really cool because when I used to work before that, I used to do like a bunch of other stuff, and it was just miserable. Like you wake up and you gotta go to work, and you don't want to deal with people, and it's just
It's different.
It was just a huge twist. It was a different take on life afterwards.
Yeah, one of our friends in the chat room wants to know if you have any Watch Dogs merch.
I don't have any Watch Dogs. Now there's a couple things that happen as when like designing and stuff. Because when I first started, I kind of did pick up some licensing for like Call of Duty and even some things that were Nintendo related, right? So I was actually able to do a lot of the stuff that was actually branded, but by them. So when I decided to switch it out a little bit, it's more of the artwork that I do now is more of a, how do I say, kind of like fan art, and that's how I'm able to do a lot of things. But I'm still limited to the amount of stuff that I can do because companies kind of like, hey, you shouldn't do that. So it gets a little tricky.
Yeah. You don't want to step on the wrong toes and get a cease.
Yeah. I mean, some companies are okay, and other companies are kind of like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. You might taking it down, or we'll send our lawyers over, and you definitely don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want to get served.
Yeah, you don't want to say the A word and then have them, put the copyright hammer on.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say the A word.
If there was a company that you can do merch without, and everything works out perfectly and they say yes, what would you design and what company would that be?
Oh, I mean, like I'm doing some now. I grew up a lot with Nintendo, and Nintendo's always kind of been like a big family thing for me. Okay. So I would definitely focus a lot on Nintendo because you got Mario, you got Pokemon, you got Kirby, you got all kinds of stuff that like as far as my childhood, it just kind of like it inspires me more to create new things, and that's kind of like the one company that I'd like to lean towards the most.
Yeah. And the good thing is that you're getting a chance to, right? So it's all working out for you.
Yeah. So they're allowing me to do some things, and then other things are kind of like, no, don't do that yet. And then so it's a work in progress.
It's a little give and take,
fan
right?
Art now than anything, but yeah, it's been working.
That's awesome, man. So we have this gamer action where I've known him for a long time now. It's weird because it's been a couple of years. I got to meet him when we went to California and everything. So Homeboy is a freaking workhorse. He doesn't stop. He's always working. He's always figuring out ways to do things. So he came up with this really good idea for a contest. He sees that we're always trying to promote, and he wants to promote himself. So we came together and we kind of did like a little collaboration, and we're actually working with a bunch of different people. Of course, we got Gamer Actionware. We have our boy Update Cinema that is always helping us out as well. He's a part of this whole shebang. And then we have a couple of new people. I want to introduce them before we kind of say, how do you want to do it? Should we tell them what the contest is, or do we announce all the people that are working with us first?
Well, if you want to go ahead and take the little introduction part to all the people that are kind of included in the promotion that we're doing, so that way they kind of get a feel of what to expect, and then we can tell them what we're doing.
All right, perfect. So we, like I said, we have Gamer Actionware, we have Update Cinema, we have, Riddle's always hungry, so she wanted me to go out there and try to find, no, not Taco Bell, but we found there's a company called Game On Jerky. So a couple of years ago, we actually did a taste test here live with Prodigy and Hitman, my brother, DJ Fuego, and we tasted different jerkies, and this is by far the best jerky in the market. So they're actually snacks for gamers. That's why it's called Game On Jerky. So they're gonna, give us some jerky, some bacon, and so that they're helping us sponsor. And of course, you need to wash it down. And if you want to wash it down, what better juice or what better way to quench your thirst than Liquid Luck?
Liquid Luck. Wow.
Tell me about the name. Like, you can't get it.
That sounds pretty good, man.
That's something I drink before I start gaming.
I want to drink. I want to chug down some Liquid Luck.
Dude, like when I saw their name, like you can't get any better than that name, Liquid Luck.
Yeah.
So it's like an energy like gamer drink, So they're helping us out. They're really cool guys. Like I'm always trying to find people to do work with, and they answer me so quick, and they were so helpful, and they were like, "Yeah, do whatever you need. I'll help you." That's never happened to me before. Like it's usually like, "Oh, what do you want?" Like, dude, like I'm too famous for you. Like I'm too cool, and I'm like, "Come on, let's work. Let's
do something
right off the bat." And I told him, "Dude, like you're so cool. Like everybody always." And they're like, no, we want to help people. We want to reach out, and we want to promote, and we want to get our name out. And I'm like, dude, I'm the same way. And Gamer Actionware is the same way. Like, this is like match made in heaven. And like they're so cool. Liquid Luck, like the name is perfect.
I know.
And then we have this other company called Joy Tops. They make like little nubs that go on top of your analog sticks. Oh. But these are more like basketball, like the leather of a basketball or football or baseball or soccer.
Oh, so these are like mad grip then.
So like if you get the football ones, it's like freaking, you're going to have grip like this guy. What's the Odell Beckham? Odell Beckham grip.
You're going to be able to hold it with one finger?
It's just stuck to your finger. So they make these what do you call those? Like the tops for
thumb grips, thumb covers.
Perfect name.
Yeah,
perfect
thumb
name.
grip.
Yeah.
So they make thumb grips for your controllers. They're jumped on board. And then there's this company. So like I was explaining to you guys before the show, like Comic-Con's awesome, E3's awesome. All these cons are great, but would you like to go on a con that's a cruise ship and actually go to the Bahamas? And when I talked to Gamer Actionware about it, he's like, maybe we could plan to go there next year. So they're on board with us. They're gonna help cross promote us. And it's called Gaming Cruise. And so they have their 2019 all set, but we're actually going to interview them next week so they can explain how it works and how what they have to do, how do you sign up and all that stuff, and have different packages to help you out and stuff. So it's basically a gaming convention on a boat. They have cosplay, they have PCs, PlayStations, they'll have people
awesome
that you meet.
Sounds?
That's amazing.
A whole weekend of just gaming and traveling. And sometimes like we're gonna go to Orlando next week, and we're trying to figure out how to take our PlayStation. We don't even need to do that when we go on this cruise.
They're probably there for us. Set for it.
Yeah, the room's already set up for you. And for people like Ill Skills that like to drink, party, and game, this is like check.
Match made in heaven again.
The lady committee will be there.
Lady committee.
Liddy committee will be there.
Oh man.
So all these companies, all these entities have gotten together to try to help each other out, and we're all gonna cross promote each other. And I'll let you take it from here, gamer.
Okay. Yeah, that was actually really cool. I actually am really excited about that whole cruise thing, and I was hoping that I would get a chance to even do it this year, but it's already like my schedule's already pretty tight on that, so I'm gonna have to skip it, but for next year for sure. All right, so like he had mentioned, we put together basically like a bunch of companies to see if we could all just kind of cross promote and stuff. So what we ended up doing and what we're going to do, and we'll post it really soon, and then there'll be a link, there'll be all kinds of stuff for you to do for it. So we are actually going to attend E3 this year in Los Angeles. Now, I've actually always been there. I've been going for maybe like the past 5-6 years now. Yeah,
Wow.
like 6 years. So it's really nothing new to me, but it's always really special. It's always a good show to attend. There's always something new to see. There's always people to meet. There's always something cool. So what we want to do is we want to bring one of you. We want to give you a gamer pass so that you can come with us and experience E3 for yourself. So not only that, but with the collaboration of all these companies, they've also come together, and you'll be getting some of their merchandise, some of their goods, like jerky. You'll be getting, you'll be getting some of the grips. You'll be getting
Some jerky.
sorry about that. Yeah, you'll be getting jerky. You'll be getting a T-shirt from me. So it's really exciting, and we hope that a lot of you will join and try to win, because it's a once in a year kind of thing. So and who doesn't want to go to E3? I mean, who doesn't want to go play games? Who doesn't want to go meet new people? So it's really exciting. I'm excited about it.
Oh, so are we. We're so like I've only been to E3 once. This will be my second time. Prodigy will be his first time, and it's just cool to be in an environment that everyone is like-minded.
Yeah.
You know, like I always talk about when during my generation, it was like very niche to talk about gaming. Like if you were a gamer, you were like the outsider. Like
You're frowned upon.
Yeah, you were frowned upon. But in here, when you go to E3, you get to test all these new games. You get to see all these cool things. Everybody's cosplaying. You see all this cool stuff, and everyone that's there is there for the same reason, because they love gaming. And so we, Gamer Action Wear made this possible, that one of our fans, ours, whoever wins the contest could actually go with us and chill with us all the 3 days and be there in E3 and partake of all the fun and all the stuff that's happening there. And we're super excited, and we're trying to work out different other things. But also, they get to design a shirt, though, right? Or was I? Am I wrong?
Yeah. So on the T-shirt, the winners, because there will be multiple winners. I'm telling you that right now. There'll be actually 4 different winners. There'll be a main prize. There'll be a second, third, and fourth prize. But for all the winners, you'll be getting a T-shirt. But the main winner, the grand prize winner, they will actually be able to send me if they have their own design, or if they have a logo that they want to put on. So they'll get their very own custom shirt made from me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm making Lady Committee shirts.
That's a really good shirt. We should make that. Another thing, just a little disclaimer. You're only getting a pass to E3. We're not going to fly you out to California. We're not going to put you in a hotel or none of that stuff. All that you have to cover on your own. What we are giving you is the 3-day pass for you to go to inside the E3.
Yeah, but then that again, it's still enough, because E3 ain't cheap.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah, because the let me tell you, the pass of just having a pass itself is amazing. Like I said,
And to get it one
you'll
is super
get to
hard.
experience all kinds of stuff. It's not just 1 day. It's not 2 days. It's a whole 3 days.
It's a weekend.
You'll be able to go to panels. You'll be able to try new games and even some of the older games and stuff. But you'll be able to talk to people that are in the industry. You'll do all kinds of stuff. So just being able to have the pass itself is huge. And those passes, I can tell you right now, none of those passes are like dirt cheap. Like it really costs a pretty penny just to have the pass.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. We're super excited, and you get all these other perks. You get the liquid luck that once you drink it, Riddle goes from being what is it, like a copper 3 to like a diamond.
And rainbow, exactly.
Yeah, and then,
I don't know about that.
Oh, my bad. Gold 4, specified.
There you go.
My fault.
That sounds
4.
more like it. That sounds more like it.
She goes from gold 4 status to plat 1 status.
so
Shots fired.
so the way we're doing this is that you have to go follow us on Instagram, you have to go follow us on YouTube, and then we're gonna have a link to the contest page, which will be on Gamer Actions Ware's website. And then you just do like we did the last contest, where you start, clicking on the different points and you start accumulating points, and then you could win this trip. And the good thing is that we have run our prizes, so that gives everyone a chance to win something.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we're excited.
I'm not even gonna lie. It's the first time I hear about this, and I got my panties in a bunch.
Riddle's in the chat room. She said she don't care what nobody says. She's gonna enter the contest.
She's used to losing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's. I think it's really neat. It's something that I think will help everybody out. I mean, everybody kind of wins from it. The winners take something, and we kind of just help each other get our word out a little more out there into the world, into the gaming community, which is where we belong. It's funny because I know you mentioned that when you go to these conventions and stuff, you really do feel like at home, because you don't feel like people are judging you for like, oh, you like that game, oh, you like cosplay, oh, you like this. Now everybody's there like for the same reason, and it just feels really homey, and it's nice.
Yeah, and you get to meet new people, and you get to see all these little communities and stuff. And while you're in California, they have a bunch of other stuff. They have the whole EA Play thing that you could go visit. They have a bunch of after parties that you could go attend to.
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
it gets pretty lit.
They do have their own Liddy committee over there, man.
They got their own what?
Yeah.
Liddy committee.
A lady committee. What you know about that, boy?
You don't know.
Skills you've told stories.
Oh man.
Not to mention, you'll have like beautiful Santa Monica there, just a few minutes away. Beautiful beaches. So I mean, what else do you want?
Yeah,
exactly.
Hollywood too. Or you could go down Hollywood
Boulevard.
the Strip and everything.
Pretty much, this is a chance of a lifetime. It really is. It really is. No, not just to go to E3, but just the opportunity with a group of people that are going to, and everything. It's I think this is a pretty big one, man.
Yeah, you get to chill with us. What more can you want? That's like the cherry on the
On the cake.
whatever you want to put the cherry on. I was thinking about something else. If you know what I mean.
That shake.
That pie, boy.
What's apple pie?
We're not gonna get into it.
Apple pie, dude.
Gamer Actionware, again, like I told you before, I'm super, super grateful. I really appreciate everything you do for us. I know you're always, ever since I met you, you've always been helping me out, and I really, really appreciate that. And like I said, when we go to California, we're going to go eat some steak somewhere, and that's on me. And if not, I'm going to go anyway.
And if I win or if I go, I got to run on me.
Oh,
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, look, like I said, like I also said to you, for me, it hasn't really been a lot of like, I just want to make money off of this. I just want to. No, it's been more of a passion, and it's been about meeting new people and kind of helping each other out. So I've always kind of enjoyed that as well. So it's also the social part about it. It's not just the let's make money. No, it's about trying to help each other out and enjoying the process as it goes as well. So that's also really nice.
Yeah. Riddle sent us a message. She wants us to relate to you. She still wants that crop top hoodie. We got to make it happen for her, right?
The crop top? Okay. Well, tell her to email me and
her
we'll
dimensions.
talk about it.
You need her sizes? He just avoided the whole thing. So just take quiet.
Just email.
Just email it.
Just email me. We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
All right.
She was already.
She wants a pink one.
She wants a pink crop top, by the way.
A pink medium. There you go.
Oh, if you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
a
we
pink
could do bright pink like she wanted, like a
There
really,
you go, a hot
like
pink.
a really
hot
Yes.
bright
pink, hot pink,
And you know what? Forget anything. I already got the emblem. Just put a gold 4.
A gold 4 rank.
Gold
Gold
4
4
rank.
rank.
That's it.
Oh man.
we could do that. So yeah.
All right, man. Thank you. We appreciate you, man, and have a good day.
No, thank you for having me.
Respect,
No,
respect,
no.
my man.
Thank you.
Thank you again, like always.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait. Like I'm literally counting the days to LA. So
Oh,
I'm
so
excited.
are we. So are we, man. All right, man. Peace.
Deuces.
Catch you guys later. Thank you.
All right, man. He you know what I said about Liquid Luck?
Yeah.
He's the same thing. I don't even know how we got in contact with each other, but he's always been super helpful. When I went to Los Angeles, we met up, we ate lunch, we went to In-N-Out. He gave me a shirt. It was like super cool. He was a super nice guy.
It's crazy to tell you the truth. Like the good friends and the good people you actually meet throughout like gaming, like in general, just it's crazy.
Yeah, like what were the chances of me meeting somebody that lived like basically on the ends of United States? You can't get Miami and California. I guess Seattle will be the furthest,
Yeah.
but and just to be able to meet up and chill and not even be weird. When I saw him, we were both like we knew each other forever. Like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up, hey? Not like how weird things get, but it was cool. It was all natural. Like you said, look, my old girl was asking me how did we meet Riddle.
Yeah.
Same thing. It was through gaming. Hitman met her through gaming, and then they talked to each other. And then one day we're like, hey, let's physically meet each other. Or that one time that we all met at Foot Rockers, and who's this? And no, it's me. And then that's you. And
That's
da, da, da.
Jimbo. That's
Is that
midfield.
Jimbo? Is that a Jimbo?
And I think that's so cool. And I in my mind, in my dreams, we become more. People start watching our show more. We can have these get-togethers where it's like 100 people, and we're like, oh, I played Rainbow with you. Oh, I played a Borderlands 3 with you.
It's
Oh
actually
man,
crazy.
that's cool.
Like actually, one of my best friends, Luma.
Okay.
I met Luma through the Division 2, through another one of my friends, and it was just kind of random. We never knew Luma lived in Miami. And we were just talking about it. We were going to go have a rock band party. And my friend was like, oh, whatever, just don't take Pembroke Road because... And he was like, Pembroke Road? I was like, where do you guys live? And I'm like, Miami, where do you live? I live in Pembroke Pines. Like, no way, dude. I told him, bro, let's meet up. We ended up meeting up and stuff because we have a big clan, actually, that we used to play in Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And everybody lived in Kendall, and they'll go out. But I mean, it's just crazy
That's cool, man.
what happens.
And now you guys have 2 kids together. Imagine, look how the world turns.
I know, bro. I know. We're fighting for custody right now.
So that's cool.
Man.
So that was as far as the news, and like we always do.
And that's the way the news goes.
And that one sounded low. Okay, it works. So now we're gonna move on to the best part, which is what's coming out this week.
All right. This week, what do we got?
Wait up, before you get into what comes out this week. This week we also get free PlayStation Plus games and games with gold. So we always start off with what we get for Xbox with games with gold, which is what? Sir, ill skills.
Oh, man, I suck at reading. Marooners? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Marooners.
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 You
Got it right. 2 points.
Golf Club 2019.
Oh, I'm so excited. Can't wait.
Don't get wet over that.
And wait, those 2 are for Xbox One. So if you have an Xbox One, you can get these 2 games. And then the next 2 are Xbox One and Xbox 360 games.
Okay, so they have Earth Defense Force, Insect Armageddon 1, and Comic Jumper.
Comic Jumper is amazing. It's a really good game. So it's basically like you're in a comic book, and it's like a shooter and stuff, and you bounce from comic book panel to another panel.
So you're Deadpool.
Basically, yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right.
It's cool. It's a cool game.
Isn't Earth Defense the game that we announced?
But this is the first one.
But this is like the original, right?
Yeah, this was a 360 game, and then now it's backwards compatible, and that's why you could also play it on Xbox One.
That looks pretty cool.
It's cool that they do it that way. So it's actually an Xbox 360 game free, but since it's backwards compatible to Xbox One, you could play it on your Xbox. So this is right now. This is
Cosmic Jumper?
yeah.
Comic Jumper, sorry.
So then you get all the comic book, like bam, zap, and all that stuff, all the sound effects,
All the
and that
pizzazz.
stuff. It's cool. It was a good game when it came out. I thought it was fun. It's by the same people that made the game Mr. Explosion Man and Miss Explosion Man.
Oh, is that thing about the head? Like his mind or something?
No, that you're thinking.
Oh no,
Psychonauts.
I'm thinking of Mr. Stick It to the Man. Forget it.
That's a whole different game.
Yeah, my fault.
So those are the Xbox free games for this month. So of course PlayStation has their own, but do you guys like the fact that they trimmed down to just PS4 games?
I thought that was.
No Vita, no 360. I thought okay, dump the PlayStation 3
and Vita.
and give away
The VR?
one VR game or
That's
something.
what they were doing for like 3 months. For 4 months, they did that. That's how I
Maybe
got.
it's because it's not such a big community,
Dude, there's 5
Dude,
million.
there's a lot of games though.
There's 5
there's a
million
lot of
headsets
games.
sold.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
why.
there's 90 PlayStations sold. 90 million. 5 million is if you do percentage wise, it's not that much.
Yeah.
But if you just focus on 5 million, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I wish they continued it. That's how I got to play Until Dawn: Rush of Blood,
that's how you
which
got
I'm
it?
never gonna forget that game. That was a really good VR game.
you
But-
got a couple pair of underwear that are pissed on, right, from playing that game.
Funny, but yeah, it's pretty scary though. Not gonna lie, that's for sure.
So and this is another weird thing. So the games that they gave out, number one is Overcooked. They gave out the first one.
I know, right?
Is this the first time this one come out?
No, because I have Overcooked. I have the first one,
And you got it through this,
and I
right?
think I'm pretty sure I got it for free. I never remember purchasing the first Overcooked.
Why the first one? I would have gave the second one.
I don't.
And especially the second
understand.
one has a bunch of good,
has
really
a
good
lot of
DLC
new stuff. Yeah.
It's got the campground. Like
Mm-hmm.
we did a let's play of this, right? An after party,
Yeah.
and it's a awesome game to play. My kids get mad because they're like, "Oh, you always want to play Overcooked," because it's like when I get 4 adults to play, I like to take advantage because when I play
Yeah.
with them, it's like super hard because I'm cooking, cleaning, doing the dishes, I'm chopping up onions,
And you're trying to order
doing
like
everything.
bash and color to go do
a
stuff.
5-year-old and a 6-year-old. I can't even get them to clean their rooms, and I'm running a restaurant with them.
Those kids don't even sit still. Okay, to play.
So you get Overcooked for free, and then the other one is what remains of Edith
Edith
Finch.
Finch.
It's a walking simulator, basically, but it's a really good walking simulator.
This is the
The
one that-
story is freaking awesome. So I tell everybody this all the time. If you don't have a PlayStation 4, you have a PS3, and you don't have an Xbox, just get an Xbox Live account, get a PlayStation Plus account, and just add these to your library. And then when you do buy a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox,
Transfer them.
you have all those games already in your library.
Yep.
And these 2 games are really fun. Like the Overcooked is always fun. Like when you have friends over, like you get a bunch of friends over and they're partying. The Cinco de Mayo, they're drinking and partying.
Cinco de Mayo.
And then and just have them cook in a restaurant. And the whole restaurant will burn down probably. And then What Remains of Edith Finch is a good story. So you get all those games for free. So what else comes out this week? Now you could jump into what comes out this week.
All right, this week.
The first one's funny.
Brief
I
Battles.
think I already know what this means.
The Brief Battles. It's coming out for PC, Xbox.
Is that it?
Yeah, there's
that
brief
it?
battles, man.
Okay.
Were you getting confused? with another game?
Yeah. I did.
All right, so Brief Battles. It's coming out for PC, Xbox, and PS4 on May 7th.
So basically, you get different briefs that gives you different powers, like fire, ice, and it's like to me it looked like a more Towerfall type of game. It's
guess.
just funny looking. We're gonna try it out.
We'll see what
The
happens.
next game is I've been dying for this game to come out, and that's the game I'm gonna play all the way to Orlando and all the way back.
No way.
Yes,
No
way.
No way. Yes, I'm excited. Go.
Shakedown Hawaii.
Heck yeah.
This game is so good. So good.
Heck yeah.
All right, so this one's actually coming out for the PC, the PS4 Vita, and the Switch, and it's also coming out on May 7th, just in time for Cuco to play on his way to Orlando.
Yep, boys.
I guess I'm driving.
Yeah, so you're basically on an island and you're trying to take it over, and you're making all these different businesses, and then you're trying to buy the properties, and it's like your dad's like this big old mobster, and you're like, so it's cool though because it's all 16-bit. And then you could go into all the buildings, and inside the buildings there's different Easter eggs. I know you like Easter eggs. There's a bunch in here. So it's kind of like a top-down Grand Theft Auto-ish style game. It's the same people that made Retro.
Retro City Rampage. I don't know if you guys ever.
Yeah, so the same company.
Looks
So
pretty cool.
the Retro City was 8-bit. This is 16-bit. The whole world's destructible and everything. You could ride cars, boats, planes. I've been dying for this game to come out, and of course it comes out on the Vita. Perfect.
You already know
Perfect.
what's going on inside that car. All right, the third one coming out. Oh man, I really hope I don't chop this one. Puyo Puyo Champions.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You know what Puyo Puyo is?
No.
It's basically like Dr. Mario, basically.
Oh.
So you get these little
Yeah, I can see
blobs, and then you could battle against each other back and forth.
Okay.
They had a Puyo Puyo Tetris, which it was 2-in-1. This one's just pure Puyo Puyo.
Okay.
And,
Wow, I'm so excited.
Puyo Puyo.
You don't
like
something
Puyo
I
Puyo?
ordered
Not
for
enough
you,
Puyo Puyo in my life.
dude, you know you want to play this game.
I want some
especially if we do 4-player.
I want some Puyo Puyo.
No, you don't. I hope you don't. but
I
that
don't know what
one.
you're talking about. I'm talking about these nice little jetty ball things.
Yeah. Those balls. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Skills.
All right, so Puyo Puyo is actually coming out for PC, Xbox, PS4, and Switch, and that's also on May 7th. Next one up, we have For the King. This one's coming out for PS4, Xbox, and the Switch, also on May 7th. That's it. That's a bundle of games that are coming out on
Yeah,
May
yeah.
7th.
For the King, it's crazy. It kind of looks like Risk. Have you guys ever played Risk, the board game?
Sounds no.
So it's like an
Forget
RPG, dungeon crawling, turn-based game, but it's also you move the pieces and you're trying to advance and
So it's a tactical game.
yeah.
Almost like a
Oh, Chinatown Wars. Chinatown Wars was good too. Record. That's a good game. Riddle, why are you seriously me for? Man, these people in the chat room. So,
All right, and the very last one we got is Lovecraft Untold Stories.
sounds like Skills is life. Oh wait, my fault.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
All right, hey,
Hey, it's okay.
I'm Pickle Rick.
What the?
so it's crazy. This game. It's like an 8-bit, 16-bit-ish dungeon crawling game.
Damn, this looks pretty
And it's
hectic.
It gets savage. Like you fight these monsters and gargoyles and stuff, and you're just wrecking things. It's kind of like Enter the Dungeon, but more pixelated.
I love
It
how
looks
it's like
pretty
some
cool.
like I
That
love how
looks
the main
pretty bad,
character
huh?
you're playing as is like some normal guy with like a nice vest. And
that looks
he's,
pretty cool.
he's
bro.
there killing demons and stuff. Like
Hey, he's what's his name? Van Helsing.
So all right, so this one's actually coming out for PS4, Xbox, the Switch, and it's coming out on
Riddle's
the 10th.
like that game looks so bad. You have no idea.
Don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try
You have
it.
no idea when
it's probably because it gives her headaches. All these pixelated games. Give her
I don't know how she plays video games. Isn't she like blind the whole time?
Yeah, yesterday she was playing ranked and we lost because she didn't have her glasses on. So.
Wow.
But you know, that's not for me to say.
Terrible. Terrible.
So those are all the games you guys are gonna get this week.
Is that why Riddle never had an NES or Super Nintendo, because she couldn't deal with the pixelated graphics. She had to wait till it became HD so she could become a gamer.
Probably,
Sounds like a bandwagon fan to me.
honestly.
That's exactly what they called.
Or people like me ride or die since the beginning, since Atari 2600.
Real OGs, girl. Real OGs.
What was the generation you started playing?
I actually, that I can remember, the very first ones, we actually had an NES back in Costa Rica. But my dad ended up playing Mario more than anything else. But I one that we had and I remember
Genesis
playing.
does what Nintendo doesn't.
But they had Sonic at that time, so I remember playing those.
Yeah. So you it's good. We're good.
What? Cannot publish the stream, verify the stream name, and if you have provided any credentials tokens that they're up to date. Did I put okay?
Yeah.
Riddle had the Nintendo 64.
Okay, we're back up.
Yeah.
Right?
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Little hiccup there.
I don't know I don't know if it's our internet.
I think
Is
it's
it-
the internet.
I think it's you.
I think it's the internet.
Dog, like,
It's being. It's
can
been
we
the
talk about
internet.
AT&T for a minute? Because I'm paying for 1 gigabyte of download speed, and all I'm getting is 100. Like, what the hell, dog? Like that's the main reason we changed.
I can't take it.
We
Call
used
him
to
right
have-
We used to have internet problems.
We used to have
all the
Xfinity
time.
before,
And we had internet
we
problems
stopped
all
the
the
show because we kept having these internet hiccups. And I'm like, oh, fiber optics is the way to go. We're just gonna get fiber optics now, and then we can get rid of this problem. And no,
And now
no,
AT&T
no.
wants to do this.
Is it because it's raining outside? But that's
I highly
that's
doubt
dish.
it can't be, bro. That's what I was gonna tell you. It's not satellite. You know what? Let's call him right now, live, right now. Let's pass him out right now.
Dude.
I mean,
I'm
Riddle was
seriously
having the
Monday,
same
I'm
problem
gonna call
earlier this
her.
week.
I'm gonna call her like AT&T is a woman. I'm gonna call AT&T on Monday. I'm just gonna let them have it.
Jake from State Farm.
Jake, and what are you wearing, Jake?
Khakis.
Khakis.
Yeah, khakis. But this
Wear
is
khakis.
ridiculous. Wrecker said he started on PS2. He had a 64, 360, all that cool stuff. We started with the Atari 2600. My parents had a Pong machine too. They used to get hammered and play Pong.
You know, I actually have an Atari at home.
Right now, and it works.
Yeah, but it's like one of those redesigned Ataris, not like the very first ones.
The OG ones.
Yeah, but it's like literally the stick and it has like Pong and different.
Have
games
you
and stuff.
tried playing those games?
I did actually. Believe it or not, my mom.
Like 2 seconds and like, what the hell is this crap?
What am I doing?
That's what happens. That's what happens with me with retro games. Like, I get so happy. I'm gonna play Paperboy. I'm gonna play Tecmo Boy, and I play for half an hour. I'm like, okay, back to the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I went backwards compatibility. We were talking about with Prodigy. Oh, big backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Is it a big deal for you? I'm like, well, it's a big deal for the first 6 months, and then once the new games start rolling out for the new console, I could just move over and start playing the new stuff. I'll just play the new stuff.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
So, speaking of new stuff, let's get into the reviews of the week before. Days Gone.
Straight up.
Right here.
Days Gone.
Straight up. Let's do it. Days Gone. We got the beautiful bike here. You could customize your bike. Prodigy, you got to play a little bit before. What do you think before we get into the nitty gritty?
The bread and butter. Overall, I looked into like the way the game looks. It looked pretty good. You know, I didn't see too many problems with the graphics and stuff like that. At least yet, except for a little bit of time I played. Sorry, but right off the bat, I didn't like the way the bike was moving. The way you drive the bike and stuff, maneuver it. It didn't feel.
And the bike is a main thing of the game.
Yeah, that's
the main way of
That's what-
transportation.
That's the
worried
main
me.
way of transportation.
Station.
That's the only way you could fast travel, and that's
Mhm.
the way you save too. You got to be close to the
you gotta
bike to be able to
quick
save.
save. Mhm.
Damn.
But overall, from what I got to play, it felt good. It reminded me of, like I mentioned when I was playing World War Z, because there was the same camp that he's in right now. It was nighttime, and I go there, and there's a horde of zombies. And Kuko and Skills are watching me, and they're like, yo, make Molotovs, make stuff, do this, do that. And I'm like, okay, I guess. So I start making Molotovs or whatever, and the zombies get alerted, and it's just a whole horde, and they come at me, and I get wrecked, basically. But I feel like I haven't seen too much of it. I haven't played too much of it. But first impressions,
It looked pretty fun.
it looked fun, but
When you got to
feel
hit
like
him with the baseball
with the
bat,
baseball
with
bat.
the Lucille, when you crafted the baseball bat with the nails.
yeah,
Didn't it feel good when you were cracking them?
yeah, and crack their skulls in.
Is he pushing the car
He's
like you were
pushing the
pushing?
car like I was pushing it, like I was supposed to do, but you didn't let me because you said don't push the car. But I gotta play more to give a more earnest opinion. But I
Was
feel
it
like
fun,
there
though?
are certain things. Yeah, I feel like it was fun, and it'll probably be even more fun once you unlock different things and different ways to kill zombies and the hordes, and I learned how to fight the hordes and have ammo and stuff like that. So, but I just I gotta play more of it just to give earnest opinion on it.
from what I saw, it just looked fun, to tell the truth. Like just watching all those zombies actually coming at you like that, because I hate
Well,
those,
they're not zombies. They're
Freakers.
They're freakers.
No,
There they
whatever
go right there.
called,
They're freaking out right now.
Whatever they're called.
It's
Whatever
because the
they're
thing
called.
is that they're in the way they explain it. The difference is that zombies are dead, and these guys are alive, and that's why they.
So this is like a virus type thing.
Yeah, that makes them react this way. But yeah, whatever, same crap.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of the way the game looked and played?
Me, I want it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want it.
Oh,
You know, just the whole thing of, going around picking up stuff, just to craft different types of weapons. And, I just feel like this is something kind of fun when you see all those, that horde coming at you.
Yeah.
You start throwing Molotovs, setting out traps and stuff. It just seems like something pretty fun. Like, even when you're just bored after you beat the game and stuff, just finding new ways to kill the hordes and stuff,
And stuff. Yeah.
But it looks interesting. I mean, it looks like something I would buy and want to play.
Yeah. The game has a lot of good stuff, a lot of cool things, and it also has a bunch of flaws. Just like every other game, the AI is terrible. That's one
I
thing.
did see some videos on that.
The AI is really bad. Sometimes you're fighting a horde, and if you get close to activate a cutscene, the cutscene will happen, and the horde is like running around you until the cutscene ends, and then all of a sudden they just destroy you. Stuff like that happens. But the AI, sometimes when you're sneaking around, so like on the bottom of the screen, you'll see that there's a bunch of indicators. You have your mini map,
You have your
and on the mini map,
watch.
it tells you where the bad guys are. Like it has like a red marker, so it helps you a lot. It also has like a little microphone thing that lets you know how much noise you're making. That way you can sneak up on people. So there's a lot of sneaking missions. So like you're taking over a base and you're trying to kill all the bad guys.
Yeah.
And then so there's also missions where you could only sneak. You can't shoot anyone, and you have to kind of eavesdrop on the government, because the government is alive.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I guess. But the government is still alive, and you have to eavesdrop on them. And so you just have to follow these guys and listen to a conversation. Don't get caught. You can't shoot or do nothing. If not, the mission fails. The thing is that sometimes you're sneaking around, and he just starts yelling things, or like you're sneaking around. You silent kill someone, and the guy just starts like just yelling loud. And there's like a guy like right next to him, and he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna continue sharpening my knife.
Huh? What
Yeah,
was
I
that
saw a
noise?
video of it. Yes, I saw
So
a video
stuff like
of
that happens a lot. But as far as it's weird because the zombies have better AI than the humans do. Because the zombies, like you saw how quick they saw you, and they just started like engaging
They
you.
all look towards me, and they're like, target
They
acquired.
started walking towards him, and then
And then two of them started running, and then the rest started running. I'm like, oh crap!
And then all of a sudden there was a horde of them.
Yeah.
So there's also these nests, and I guess there must be like a funky smell to it, because he'll be riding his bike. He's like, I smell a nest around here. We gotta freaking burn these guys out. So, and then he starts yelling these weird things, and some of the dialogue is really repetitive, and the voice acting is kind of dry. But as far as the game itself, like killing zombies is fun. To me, I don't know. Other people didn't like it. I like doing the nest, like taking the nest out. You throw, you set it on fire, and all the freakers come out, and you have to take care. Start taking them out. I thought that was fun too. Some of these camps. The first time I had to take a camp out, I didn't notice that there was tripwires with cans, and I would trip them and make noise. They had bear traps too, and then it traps your leg. So my guy starts yelling, and then freakers start coming. So
that's crazy.
But and then you could get the bear traps. So what I did is I got the bear traps, and I used it on them. So then they're yelling, and then the freakers go and kill the camp.
Oh damn.
What? That's pretty cool.
So you can start doing stuff like that. There's like landmines. There's other stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of
Good
awesome stuff in this game, and there's like 2 or 3 or 4 little things that are like kind of iffy and glitchy. But it's a playable game, and to me it's fun. Like the first time I took Prodigy to this horde, I knew they were there because the first time I got there, I'm riding my bike, and when I get there, I look up and I see a train, and then the train all of a sudden has like the bandwagons, and it's open, and then all of a sudden you see just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 40, 100, and like, no, I'll be back later. I just turn my bike around. I'm like, I'm just gonna go around.
Google looked at it and said, nope.
It's because it's the way I play games, though.
Yeah.
And the way I play games is what would I do if that really happened
In real life. Not going guns blazing.
Yeah, like I'm like, you know what? I don't right now. I have like 2 Molotovs and I got like, like 10 bullets. Nah, I'll be back later.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
So then I drove off and I took over a camp or whatever. So I thought the game was fun. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It did take them 7 years to make this game.
That's something I feel like some people can criticize in a sense.
Because you're like 7 years and this is
Yeah,
the
and
best
this
and
is
it's
the
so
best they can
glitchy and the
do.
AI and whatever.
Yeah.
The other thing is that they used Unreal Engine. So that's not like a native PlayStation company.
Yeah, it's not a native engine also that they usually work on.
Like
on
they
these
didn't use like an
systems.
Uncharted one or this or
Yeah.
that. So one of the
Naughty
things
Dog.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking to the guys that created it, and they're like, the motorcycle is actually a car because in Unreal they don't have a motorcycle thing.
Like-
so what we did is we crushed the car and we cut the middle out and then we made it in. I don't know how they did it, but it looks like a bike, but it's supposedly a car.
Wow.
But
No, I'm looking at the action figure right in front of me. Yeah, that looks like a.
so you get to customize your bike.
Looks
You
like
get
a
to
bike.
change the gas tank, make it a bigger one, the muffler, paint jobs. So you get to make the bike your own bike. It's cool and everything. I really like the game. It's like when we started GameBros, we had like a rating system, and it's the kind of girl that you take on a date, you have a good time with her, and then you just bring her home and never call her again.
Those are the best
I
ones.
feel like this can be like on the lower tier
So
list
duct tape.
of PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah.
This is me. I know I played it for a little bit, but from what I've been seeing from a lot of things I've been hearing news and stuff like that, gameplay, I feel like this isn't like a top tier Uncharted or God of War or none of that.
Yeah.
But I feel like this can be like an okay PS4 exclusive, Like, not trying to brag, but PS4 has their amazing exclusives, which we're known for.
That's
But
the
Yeah,
thing.
that was
Like
it.
once you bang, 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 like game of the year, game of the year, game of the year.
yeah, you get
The-
one of these, it's kind of like,
But you know what sucks? That Sony, like the studio, Sony Ben Studios,
Mhm, Ben
they're
Studio.
really good, and they made Cypher Filter.
Yeah.
They made some games for the Vita. They made Uncharted, Golden Abyss. So now this is like the first game they made for the PS4. So everyone was expecting like high benchmarks, and everybody's kind of like down on it. But overall, I think it's a good game. It's a fun game. I know a lot of people like it. I know a lot of people hate on it. But I think it's a good game. It's a
I
good-
wouldn't hate on it yet. It's not like it has a year of being out. I mean, the things just came out. Usually when games come out, they are very glitchy. They are very buggy. And it's
But we'll
normal.
see with
It's
time.
normal, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see with time.
Riddle's like, good thing that GameStop started a promotion about returning games. Oh man, but you know what is a good game? This bad boy right here.
MK11.
They've been doing it for a long time, man. Ed Boon and his people have been knocking it out of the ballpark. MKX was good. When Justice.
Well, MK9 was, I think, a bit better. When we're talking about MK lines, I think MKX lacked a little bit, especially in the community we all saw. But it wasn't a bad game. I don't think there's been a bad fighting game that NetherRealm has done since DC Universe vs. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was a pretty bad game.
Rough times there.
Yes, it was.
It happens, bro. It happens.
Yeah, you can always get tens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loving our little scorpion head. I feel like I killed Scorpion. I ripped his head off and I mounted it here.
Yeah. You cut him. You cut his head off in a
That's his
fatality.
trophy.
That was his
Yeah.
fatality.
Yeah, I was,
That's a trophy.
I was noob sidebar and I took him out. So MK11 records already saying he loves it. Prodigy, you spend a lot
Wrecker,
of
I got a
time.
1v1 you, man. We
You think
really
you can
do.
take him?
I want a 1v1 Wrecker. Oh, Bihan. Get out of here. I'll wreck you with my sub. I forget his name. I always forget his real name.
Sub-Zero?
But no, his real name. Kuai Liang is the clan, but let's not get into that.
Okay, let's talk about the game.
Yeah,
the game
yeah.
itself. Let's talk about that.
Not lore.
So
Yeah.
wait, so something that people were hating on was the crypt. They fixed that already, right?
When the game first came out, full fledged,
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, nice Tuesday. The crypt was very overpriced. The crypt is where you go and get chests where you buy stuff for customizations and stuff with the coins you earn by playing the game. So that's where
There
you
is
get skins and stuff like
microtransaction
that.
though, right?
Yes, there is, but it's
not play to win.
No, and I honestly don't see any reason. If you like the game, play the game, and it's worth your effort in playing stuff. And but I don't see any reason buying the microtransactions. They are kind of overpriced for what you're getting. So just play the towers and stuff, and you'll enjoy it.
Do they repeat the prizes in the crypt?
No, you don't. So when you open chests, they stay open until you keep going throughout the entire map. And the crypt, the way they did in this game, is pretty cool.
It's third person.
It's third
right?
person. You're playing as like this, it's just a made up character that you're playing as, and he has Shao Kahn's hammer, and you go around breaking and going around Shang Tsung's island, and going to like Goro's lair and all on like different places, the courtyard, and going around these different things, doing all these different. You can open up different sections of the map and stuff like that while you do like the story or you do certain missions with characters. So I like the way they did the crypt. It's like a whole other mini game inside Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So I love the way they did the fighting in this game. In MKX, whoever did play MKX, they had 3 variations per character. So let's say my Sub-Zero would create an ice clone. That would be like the Grandmaster version. And then there was another variation where he didn't have that, but he can make like an ice wall. So in this game, they changed that where you can make your own variations. So you make your own custom ones with the moves that you want on your guy. And that completely changes the way you play.
And you could also change the way they look because, right, even
Yeah.
in this video, this is Sub-Zero and he's all purple.
Yeah, I have him with my purple color setup that I did from defeating his tower. You can change your gear, their colors, their outfits. So I have this Sub-Zero Classic where I can have that one, and I can change like his mouth guard, his axe you can change, and his like little kunai, like his knives that he uses. So there's a lot of different things. If you guys ever played Injustice 2, that's where they introduced their gear system.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't see such a big effect unless you're playing ranked. And Injustice 2 is much bigger. Like, you can tell very big difference in power. And
So
health
they
and stuff
balanced
like
it
that.
better this time.
Yeah, so this one, it's not... You don't need to play for the gear. If not, you can just be a skilled player and be good with your character. And it'll pay off.
Awesome.
The reason I love the way they changed their fighting in this game is because it's going back to their MK9, which everybody loved MK9. They're going back to their roots, more slower paced, more technicalities, and not so much based on their ultimates and powers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If not in the way you use your different abilities. It's awesome.
That's what I liked about this one.
Mm-hmm.
That it was more strategic than button mashing.
Yeah.
And it was you're able to block better and you're able to counter.
Yes.
Not with like a
countering is so
counter
important.
button, but countering yourself with skills.
Yeah, agreed.
And then I also like the fact that you can customize your character so you can put whatever abilities you want in him and not just have. But for me, I would prefer to have all of them in just one guy.
Well, yeah, but at the
That'd
same
be
time,
OP.
that doesn't.
Because
Yeah,
that's
that
how it
doesn't
was
create.
old
That'd be
school.
OP,
Old
yeah.
That
school.
doesn't create unique stuff.
I
It's because
get
there's
it.
so many moves now, Coco. You're looking at
Yeah,
old
yeah.
school. When
Old
it was
school,
like,
it was like 4 moves.
yeah,
4 moves tops.
and then probably like a number of combos.
But the combos were you. You didn't do like in this one. You could press like down, back, and square, and that makes
That's
a combo.
a special move, not a combo.
But some of
A
these
combo would be forward square, down triangle, forward circle, and then X and square at the same time. That would be a combo.
okay.
There is special moves where it's, I guess you can say, like an engagement special move where they do like multiple punches, because
Yeah.
it's just like forward, back, circle. That would be like Jax charging at you with punching.
Yeah.
That would look like a combo, but it's just a
Exactly.
special move.
Yeah.
But I do get what you're saying.
So, but I really like the way they did the game, the way the pacing of it. I like that they fixed the crypt because I went in there originally.
Bought a bunch of stuff.
I bought not a bunch of stuff. I bought like three or four things, and I was like
That was
completely
all your
tanked
money
out.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I like the fact that it's not a pay to
And they-
win
yeah.
microtransaction, and that you just playing the game, you can
Yeah,
accumulate all the
because-
stuff that you
Yeah,
that you need
because
to
in
get.
Injustice 2, you could pay for mother boxes.
Yeah,
They did do it where, if you're not a high enough level, you won't get, certain gear. But you can pay for mother boxes to give you gear to augment your level, your health, and all that stuff. So it's pretty broken.
no, especially if it's not balanced properly, like you said.
Yeah,
and you have
exactly.
gear and you're just
Mhm.
wrecking people because of the
Yeah.
gear you have. That's not good.
So one thing that you guys are watching here, which is I uploaded this video on the YouTube, which is this was a Jade boss, a tower boss that you could do a tag team with your
what
friend.
is that? Can you explain that to someone that doesn't have the game? What is the
Yeah.
tower boss?
This
boss
started
battle?
back in Injustice 2. They introduced towers. If you guys are not familiar with the MK series, it's just a series of fights that you fight with different people, and you go up like a ladder, basically. But this one, it's one tower for just one person, and it's a boss. Which in this tower that I did with Tone Star, the boss is Jade, and basically it's just they have a lot of health, and basically you just have to outmaneuver them and like beat them. And there's like different things like can test your luck, different things that affect the map and the stage and the way you fight.
Yeah, like the wind.
Yeah, the wind or the magnet on the floor, the magnet rocket, all that stuff. That's all affecting you, so you gotta play well and start, kind of getting used to all that stuff, so you could try to beat her because she's pretty hard and she does more damage than you do. So they actually nerfed the AI in the towers
Because it was too hard.
with the crypt update. Yeah, the AIs were completely really hard, like really
they
really
were
hard.
doing impossible
They
combos.
were doing combos that a normal person can't do, or reaction times of nothing, because basically the computer is detecting your inputs. But they fixed that. They also fixed like I said, test your luck like variants. So like the rockets they would send, some of them would do way too much damage. Some of them were unblockable when they didn't need to be. So they did fix a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And they did it quick. They did it in like the first 2
weeks,
or 3 days of launch. They fixed that. They did all that. So they're doing a great job with this Mortal Kombat, to be honest with you.
Did you play any of the story mode? Because the story mode to me I thought was really good.
The story, yeah, I've always liked Mortal Kombat story. MKX was a bit weird, but I also like.
I liked because I was able to learn more about, like, I didn't know what
Each
Cabal
person.
looked like before,
Oh,
or
yeah.
where he came from.
Yeah, this one
or
has to do with like
Baraka, where
time.
their people and just little backstory and lore that you would pick up from every different class, or like the Molina
And where she came from and all that background.
Yeah.
all that stuff. I thought that was really really good. Or the relationships between like Scorpion and Sub-Zero and what happened, and Noob Saibot is Sub-Zero's brother, right?
Bihan Noob. Sub-Zero's brother is Noob. Yeah, Bihan.
Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot. Mhm.
Yeah, like I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know he was his brother?
No.
Oh yeah, he dies and then he falls to Quan Chi and all that stuff. It goes into all that.
So all that stuff I thought was cool because all that was.
They've
touched
always had
in-
pretty interesting stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the storyline's
it's
always
not
great.
just fighting.
Yeah, it's not just
It's not just fighting and blood.
Oh, I'm gonna fight you because of this. There's always background to the characters, the tournaments, the worlds.
And
like,
Justice was like
realms.
that too, right?
Injustice, I felt, was kind of more. Of
No, but it
just-
had a story.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. Well, yeah, because they had their own. They kind of went with the comics, their timeline.
Yeah.
Because I think Injustice had their own line of comics,
Yeah.
and that's how they based their game off of. So.
Yeah,
they
I actually started
yeah.
watching like just YouTube. I don't know why I got into this loophole watching gameplay,
Yeah.
like professional tournament gameplay. Now I was watching MK11 and I started watching all the background stories and everything of everybody.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty cool because at least me, I've never been a big fighting game.
Yeah,
I mean,
player.
yeah.
Fighting player. Mhm.
Not, I guess it's maybe by choice because I used to play Tekken.
Yeah.
You know, Tekken to me is one of the best fighting games.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess never dedicated enough time to MK, but I don't know, I was playing with Prodigy earlier and I wasn't as bad as I thought I would be, you know?
Yeah.
And he was.
Yeah.
Oh, incoming call from Tone Star.
Oh, Tone Star.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? I mean, I just tuned into the show and I saw you guys talking about MK11. Just
And you had to.
asking, what are you guys talking about? The general game?
Yeah, we're just doing like
We're reviewing,
we're
we're reviewing.
reviewing it.
We already know you're godlike.
man.
It's okay. We weren't talking
Huh?
trash.
What?
We already know you're godlike in the game. It's okay.
No. I just did you guys? I don't know. I just tuned in. I don't know if you guys talked about the
crypt?
kind of schemy, freaking grindy aspect of the game yet.
Well,
Yeah.
I talked about gear and how you earn it and stuff like that. You have to go and do the towers and you work for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is it very very grindy? Do you have to play a lot?
Oh no, not anymore. They updated it and it's not broken anymore. I'm like, dude, the first tower I ever did, man, that shit was impossible. Like I don't know, like I don't know. They I could tell, like when I saw that, I'm like, yo, what are they gonna do? Like make us buy like a $40 like crit pack
To upgrade your gear and stuff.
It was a fucking mobile game. Like it felt like a mobile game, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I just want to ask you guys real quick.
I don't like that.
How was the story?
I like the story.
I just wanna ask you guys what the story. Yeah.
I like the
I saw
story.
a movie
right?
about it. It's pretty cool.
I like the story
Yeah.
because, like I was saying before you called, I like that it gave a little bit of background behind all the characters, like Johnny Cage's daughter, or like Cabal. Like I didn't know Cabal used to hang around with Kano, and they were like a little clique together. Like I didn't know a lot of that stuff. Like I didn't know Noob Saibot was related to Sub-Zero, or Scorpion and the whole clan thing. I know you probably knew because you were like Mortal Kombat, and you and Ed Boon probably go have lunch together. But but I don't play it that in depth. So I like that the story, you know, gave you the information, but not too much to the point where like this is boring. But it was good. But going back to what you were saying about the crypts, I don't mind games having a little loophole for you to keep you playing, because that's what they want. They want you to keep playing, and I hate it when they have microtransactions, and then they make it that you, to save a lot of time, you might as well just buy the stuff, because if you're grinding, man, time is money, and to grind down and if you have to play like 100 matches just to be able to get the new Raiden hat, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They fixed it. You know, I called up my boy Ed Boon and I told him, yo, bro, this is messed up. And yeah, they like
You fixed it right away?
Yeah, dude, they fixed it, bro. No, like for real, they fixed it. Like literally
Tone
the next
Star,
week.
anything for you.
Tone Star, you've been supporting me for the past like your entire life.
I
Yeah,
already
man.
see his caller ID
That's
has
great.
little stars and stuff. This is towing a bunch of stars.
Oh, is this off the Studio Shooters phone?
No. He was messing around. He's talking about when you call Ed Boon and Ed Boon sees your
Okay,
caller
I
ID.
I thought you guys had my number saved. I'm like, no way. GameBros has my number saved. No way, bro.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
It says Tone Star, the porn
Yeah.
star.
I was thinking it, but he said it.
Tone Star.
They're saying that we have to add the dolphin noise now.
Yeah, just for you.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
all right. I'll let you guys continue.
All right, man. Thanks, Tone Star. Hey, great video, by the way.
Oh yeah. I'll
I knew you.
What the heck was that at the end? It looked like you just dropped the dudes like.
If you guys don't remember, like any of you OG GameBros watchers, he was the one that used to always do prank calls all the time
With the WWE
with
stuff?
the WWE sounds. This was back like 2 years
I
ago.
thought that was Dave that used to say I used to look like freaking Baptiste.
Dave Batista. No, that was our Tone Star. So he's been a long time viewer.
That's cool, man. We appreciate him. We appreciate the video he made. That was awesome. But yeah, Mortal Kombat. I think they did a really, really good job with the game. That's why it's blowing up. Like if you
Yes.
see, like everyone is playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Even my son Gito came home. He's like, dude, like everybody in my school is playing this game. Like they have something when everybody. That's all they're talking about.
Yeah.
They have all the mind space during that time.
And dog, when I brought this to school the other day, Everybody's
Even
jumping
the
on it.
principal was playing.
Everybody was there. It's great. They did a great job with this one. They did a really good job with this Mortal Kombat. And I can't wait to see what they got down the line with the DLC,
with DLC and
characters.
stuff.
All the DLCs, people.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be
always
dope
do a
if they
job.
put like a spawn tower
Oh,
and
that'd
just
be
add a
awesome.
bunch of crazy powers.
Yeah,
to 'em.
they always do that. They always do a tower for each specific character because when you beat that boss, you get gear for that person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
So it's worth you trying over and over again like we did, Tony and I.
So is this a game? And you spend like 3 hours, right, trying to beat the tower?
2 hours and 40 minutes trying to beat that boss.
My bad.
No,
I was off by 20 minutes.
Staying up till 2 in the morning one night, and then the night after that we stayed up till like 12.
Why does Wrecker always do this to us? It's like, did
He
you see?
always talks about leaks. Yes, we did see the leaks, Wrecker, and we even brought it up upon the show.
Oh, the DLC. Yeah, we know
we
about
did that. We brought it on the show.
I thought he was talking about like the tower of like Spawn leak
Yeah,
or
I
something.
know, right?
Why don't
already
you
got
tell
the
us
info.
before the show started?
But
Yeah, Wrecker, tell us about these leaks before the show starts so we can include them in the show, and just send them to me.
So yeah, using your rating system, what would you rate this? Using our rating system.
Oh, this is the kind you want to marry.
This is the one you see one day, you instantly fall in love, and
Yeah.
and you marry for the rest of your life.
Except this one's always bloody all the time. Can we talk
But
about?
we
what-
don't mind. But we
Can
don't
talk
mind.
about fatalities? Is that what you want to bring up?
No, I want to. I want to know what the chat room thinks about the whole thing that I was telling you about the when you press R2
fatal
and,
blows.
the fatal blow
like
thing.
X-rays. Go back to X-rays.
See, the X-rays make sense when they're breaking bones and crippling the guy.
What do
but
you
dog,
mean?
these, in
Fatal
this, in
blows,
these,
dude.
No, but these
No,
are
but fatal means you're dead.
Fatal. Yeah, dude.
If you connect it, you're dead. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean
if
that
you
it's
do it
gonna
under a
leave-
certain amount of health, you're instantly you lost a round.
Then
No,
don't make
but
it
dude-
fatal blow. Though.
But dude, like some of the moves, like Scorpion stabs the guy through his head, or Kung Lao throws his hat and just mauls his face.
Buzzsaws. The
Oh,
guy
first he uses his hat, slices his throat,
and
then
then he
throws
throws it
the hat.
behind him and slices his spine, and then throws it in front and slices his head.
Like, come on, dog. Homeboy should be dead.
Or where's the noob? Not noob Saibot. This other guy. The guy with the hooks.
Sonya puts down a torrent and it just rides you right into it, and the gun just shoots you in the face and in the head, mind you. And then you just get up and you just
Wait,
keep
the guy with
fighting.
hooks,
I'm okay.
the fast guy,
Cabal, yeah. Cabal literally puts the swords in you and spreads open the whole thing, but you're okay. So like we're gonna
and then
act
he
like,
hooks you through your mouth,
yeah,
through
like,
your
like-
head,
yeah,
to
like
the top.
we're just gonna act like he didn't like literally just chop you in half.
See, I don't like that. Like, I like the old. I get what you're saying that it's rated T and M, but to me, it breaks me out when I see that, and because every time you do it, the whole time I'm thinking, and he's still alive, and he's still alive, and he's still alive, despite all this, he's still alive.
But that's has been Mortal Kombat for a while. That's what they're known for. Like
No,
this
but before
over-the-top
they used
stuff.
to do the bone breaking stuff, and, you're like,
and then
okay,
what?
yeah,
There's
X-rays.
that's still
they're
how are
still
they still alive?
They're still alive. They're just crippled and they're just beat up.
Crippled. They used to rip out their liver and blow it up in their hand.
I do that every week.
They would rip out their stomach and stuff.
JK.
Oh my
called-
goodness. But yeah, I do get you. I do
But
understand what you mean.
besides that, good job. Clap it up for
Ed
It
Boon.
is.
NetherRealms,
It is.
Ed Boon and his boys. My boy Scorpion here.
Love
They
him.
did a good
Gotta
job.
love 'em.
Yeah, you guys got to go out there and get the game, buy it.
Yeah, if you guys like,
buy.
if you guys like fighting games, MK is perfect.
Oh, and
for
if you don't want to buy it, we're also gonna
Gonna
give
do a
the game
giveaway.
away.
Oh, we got a giveaway for my what?
Yeah, so we're gonna post a picture on Instagram. You guys gotta like, share, subscribe, all that
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
you guys see that,
We're
coming
gonna
up
give
soon.
away this game and Days Gone, and a hard case. And in the case of the Mortal Kombat, it's actually a collector's edition version.
Yep.
We're keeping the mask, but you guys are gonna get the
metal-
DLC,
the metal
The
case.
rest of
metal
the stuff.
case, all the
Yeah.
other stuff. And same thing with Days Gone.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the game and all the cool little stuff that you guys get.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
GameBros out here.
And then if
Give
we
me all
get
the
the
big
Game
stuff.
On Jerky stuff, we'll throw some of that
Some of that in
sweet
there.
bacon in there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Snacks.
yeah, some liquid luck too. Ooh wee, nice little package there. So like always, want to thank everybody. Prodigy, you got anything?
No, just keep on.
Like, subscribe.
Oh
hit
yeah,
the
do
little
all the stuff
button,
down below. You guys
the
know what's
bell.
up. Notification bell.
That's what I
No,
was gonna
that
do.
way you guys know every time a video goes up, goes live. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those social media pages, and yeah.
Ill, you want to say anything?
Just be on the lookout for the giveaways. Don't miss your chance on that E3.
That's what I was
Pretty
gonna
big
say.
news,
Put up that
pretty
picture
big.
of the page
Right there
All
is
this
pretty
good
big.
stuff. You
right
guys,
there.
That's a good right there.
Yep. Support all the people that are working with us.
So go
and
on
support us.
Instagram, follow these people. That way you guys could go and find the link so you guys could go to E3, party with us in California, all that good stuff. We want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank Liquid Luck. We want to thank Gamer Actionware, Update, the Game Cruise,
The Tops,
Joy Tops,
Joy Tops,
Game on Jerky.
Gamer
Thanks everybody.
Actionware.
Gamer Actionware, of course.
Cinemas.
And all the cool people that made this show possible, and everybody that's watching, that's in the chat room. What's up, Andrew? Right before we finish.
You guys are the real heroes.
And please go join the contest. Good luck and try to win. And like we always say, live in your world, but playing ours. GameBros. Peace.
Deuces.
Peace.